novel coronavirus by prioritizing funding for CDC's infectious disease programs and maintaining investments in hospital preparedness. The immediate risk to the American public remains low, but there is now community transmission in a number of countries, including outside of Asia, which is deeply concerning.
And we will be learning more about the administration's response in just a few hours when the president will be holding a news conference just announced this morning on the coronavirus. All of this coming amid growing concerns about the deadly outbreak and criticism over the way it's been handled. David Spunt is live at the White House ahead of that news conference this evening. Hey, David.
Hey, Sandra. Good morning. We know President Trump will hold that news conference at 6 o'clock tonight. We don't know any more about the specific venue or where or how he'll answer questions, but we can tell you this topic is of growing concern to President Trump and his team here at the White House. No question, it's an issue they are focused on. Shortly after landing at Joint Base Andrews this morning from a long flight from India, President Trump took to Twitter. He tweeted about the coronavirus, blaming news outlets for trying to worry the American people. He says they are, quote, panicking markets if possible. Likewise, they're incompetent, do nothing Democrat comrades are all talk, no action. USA in great shape. President Trump mentions the CDC and announced that news conference tonight with CDC representatives at 6 o'clock. Now, Health and Human Services Secretary Alex Azar testifying before Congress this morning for a second day. You see a live picture right now answering questions about coronavirus. We caught House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, though, at the Capitol this morning.
So what he's doing is late, too late, anemic. Hopefully we can make up for the loss of time.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer announced this morning he wants $8.5 billion to go toward coronavirus spending. But a senior administration official says the White House would not accept this specific proposal. According to that official, the government right now has adequate resources needed to battle the virus. The administration sent a $2.5 billion supplemental package to the Hill for this issue. Administration officials believe right now that's just adequate.
We are seeing more and more transmissions in other countries.
Now, good afternoon, folks. This is Snapzilla Gorilla, aka The Definition, coming at y'all with a quick video. Okay. Now you heard that, right? You heard all that. There's no immediate threat in the United States in regards to the coronavirus, but I could have sworn there were cases of the coronavirus in the United States. Wasn't there? Whatever happened with that? Whatever happened? I don't know. I haven't heard anything else about that. I keep hearing stuff about shit going on in other countries like Italy, and Italy had so many deaths. They had the most deaths outside of China in regards to the coronavirus. Now, my question is, as they spray chemtrails on this guy, I want y'all to see this, man. No, I can't show y'all. They are heavily blanketing LA right now in chemtrails, okay? And right now it's 82 degrees toward the end of February. But that's neither here nor there. We know what the fuck they're doing with the weather modification. Now, but do we know exactly what they're spraying out of these planes? Listen, there's a lot of information out there on chemical trails. It's not a conspiracy theory. They're literally spraying shit out of the planes that contain chemicals. Okay? And you already saw that Harvard said that they're going to do an experiment and spray these nanoparticulates, fucking mosquitoes, nanoparticulates, specifically sulfur oxide and all this other shit that comes out of volcanoes. They're going to spray it in the sky to try to reflect a lot of the sun's sunlight back out into space. Now, what exactly is it? Do we know what's in all these chemicals? I don't know. I mean, aluminum. There's aluminum, barium, and other things, right? But what else could be in these trails that they spray above us? We think it's just for weather modification. What else could it be for? And how can these unknown agents interact with or react to 5G at certain frequencies. I wonder how many of these components in the trails will react to 5G being pounded out into the stratosphere. Moving on from that, that's not what I want to talk about, okay? What I want to talk about is the amount of money they are spending. They're putting into the coronavirus situation. Okay, so Chucky Schumer wanted $8.5 billion to go towards doing what with the coronavirus? Like, doing what? What are they planning to do? But, you know, they shot that down and ended up giving him $2.5 billion, a supplemental package, as you heard. Now, what exactly are they going to do with that $2.5 billion? What do they know about the coronavirus to come up with that number? What are they planning on doing with the money? What are they going to do? Well, I posit, and this is just me because, you know, they already know enough. They know that it's a virus. It's a coronavirus. It's a virus that crossed the species barrier, okay, from animal to human. And they know it's spreading faster than the flu and has a higher mortality rate than the flu. They know what it looks like. You know, you saw the little fuzzy ball with the red things, you know, the little squiggly things coming out, right? Perfect sphere. But what could that $2.5 billion be going toward? Creating a vaccine, perhaps, to combat the coronavirus? Is it going to go toward, is that $2.5 billion going to go toward creating a vaccine that would prevent you from getting the coronavirus? And are they going to foist it on onto the U.S. population by force? Inquiring minds want to know. You know, I mean, I'm very curious as to what they need $2.5 billion. What did they need $8.5 billion for? What exactly did they need that for? Can we get an outline? Okay, what are you using this shit for? Is that public record? I think I want to look that up. Why would Chuck Schumer want $8.5 billion specifically to go toward the coronavirus situation? Are we talking about, you know, securing borders? Are we talking about putting more boots on the street? We're talking about implementing martial law, maybe, you know, recalling soldiers that have previously been released from the military. What are we talking? What is that $8.5 billion going towards? That's my curiosity. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of $8.5 billion. Guess who has to pay for that? Who has to pay for that $8.5 billion? I don't know. Us. I do know that. That's going to come out of our pocket some way or another. I just want you guys to understand, you voters, what you're doing when you vote for these people to rule over us. They're deciding how to spend our money. They're deciding what we can and can't use to protect ourselves. They're deciding what our children will be forced to be injected with. They are deciding what to do if our children aren't going to school, or if they're tardy, they arrest the parents and shit like that. Yeah, like your girl Kamala Harris during her stint as attorney general, whatever the hell. Now we have these people saying, oh, we're going to spend $2.5 billion toward the coronavirus without consulting the people that they're going to get the money from. I mean, that's what you call theft and extortion. You see what I'm saying? But no, y'all don't get it. Y'all much too comfortable. It's much more comfortable to allow someone to do the thinking for you, right? And to tell you how to live and how to wake up and what to do when you wake up, and how much money has to come out of your pocket toward whatever budget that they came up with. Do we get a copy of the budget, of the proposed budget? Does that shit come to our house as taxpayers? Can we sign off on shit? No. We aren't sent any. They don't ask us for shit. We don't get the copy of the budget, the proposed budget, and they don't ask us whether or not we're going to check off on this. We don't get to peruse through it before they make a decision. Yeah, we can write our senators. We can go to their offices. We can let them know how we feel about shit, but that's the extent of it. Anyway, $2.5 billion toward coronavirus what? Research, vaccines, quarantine, FEMA camps, converting Walmarts into FEMA camps. I don't know what they're going to do. We'll see. Anyway, I'll holler at y'all later. I'm going to come at y'all with another short video. The next one's going to be a little longer. It's going to be in regards to the debate last night. Specifically, the gun control section of that debate. Because they're getting a little more aggressive and a little bit more open and a little bit more... they're getting a little bit more rah-rah in regards to gun control. And it's very interesting. And then, you got the lies that Biden tells, like, since 2007, there were 150 million deaths in this country from gun violence. Listen, y'all gonna want to stay tuned for that. All right? Holla at y'all later. Peace easy, my kneesies.